Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is WireDogSec back with another video for you guys. We are in TryHackMe. This is the SOC Level 1 Learning Path Cyber Threat Intelligence module. This is the Threat Intelligence Tools room. Explore different OSINT tools used to conduct security threat assessments and investigations. Hopefully you all are having an awesome day today and ready to learn something. Now let's go ahead and dive into it. Task 1, Room Outline. This room will cover the concepts of threat intelligence and various open source tools that are useful. The learning objectives include the following. Understand the basics of threat intelligence and its classifications, using URL scan.io to scan for malicious URLs, which is a great site, using Abuse.ch to track malware and botnet indicators, investigate phishing emails using PhishTool, using Cisco's Talos intelligence platform for intel gathering. So we've already read the above and hit complete. Task number 2, threat intelligence. Threat intelligence is the analysis of data and information using tools and techniques to generate meaningful patterns on how to mitigate against potential risk associated with existing or emerging threats targeting organizations, industries, sectors, or governments. To mitigate against risk, we can start by trying to answer a few simple questions. Who's attacking you? What's their motivation? What are their capabilities? What artifacts, indicators of compromise should you look out for? Threat intelligence classifications. Threat intel is geared towards understanding the relationship between your operational environment and your adversary. With this in mind, we can break down threat intel to the following classifications. Okay, so you can pause the video and read through these specific classifications yourself, but we're just going to read over the main point of them, or the main item, which would be strategic intel, right? High level intel that looks into the organization's threat landscape and maps out the risk areas based on trends, et cetera, et cetera. Technical intel looks into evidence and artifacts of the attack used by adversary. Tactical intel assesses adversary's tactics, techniques, and procedures known as TTPs. And operational intel looks into an adversary's specific motives and intent to perform an attack. All right, question time. I've read threat intel and classification, so that's done. Task number 3, we're going to talk about URL scan.io, which I've used several times in the real world. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. It says URL scan.io is a free service developed to assist in scanning and analyzing websites. It is used to automate the process of browsing and crawling through websites to record activities and interactions. When a URL is submitted, the information recorded includes the domains and IP addresses contacted, resources requested from the domains, a snapshot of the web page, technologies utilized, and other metadata about the website. The site also or it says the site provides 2 views. The first one showing the most recent scans performed, and the second showing the current live scan. So it looks something like this here in this graphic. Be sure to go to the website as well if you want to play around with it. Scan results. URL scan results provide ample information with the following key areas being essential to look at. So you have the summary, provides general information about the URL, ranging from the identified IP address, domain, registration details, page history, and screenshot of the site. So once again, pause the video and read through all of these here, understand what they're talking about here. So HTTP provides information on HTTP connections. Redirect shows information on any identified HTTP and client-side redirections on the site. Links shows all the identified links going outgoing from the site's homepage. Behavior provides details of the variables and cookies found on the site. Indicators list all IPs, domains, and hashes associated with the site. Okay, and it looks something like this as it's going through these different tabs here, or different areas inside the site itself. So be sure to play around with it yourself on the actual site. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. And it says, note, due to the dynamic nature of internet activities, data search can produce different results on different days as new information gets updated. That's right. It does keep a history as well, so you can go back and view previous scans if someone has ran a scan against a particular site. Scenario, you have been tasked to perform a scan on TryHackMe's domain. The results obtained are displayed in the image below. Use the details on the image to answer the questions. So if you want to take a look here, it's called kinds of details as we just went over. I think this view is a lot bigger than the one we just clicked into. But anyway, so we're going to answer some questions. Pause the video, review the screenshot here, and then answer these questions, and then come back to the video, and we will continue on. Okay, let's take a look here. What was TryHackMe's Cisco umbrella rank based on the screenshot here? So, all right, so let's go ahead and try to find that here. Okay, Cisco umbrella rank of the primary domain is 345,612. So let's go ahead and put that down here. 345,612. There we go. And how many domains did URLscan.io identify on the screenshots? And we already read that here, which was 13 domains. So there's our answer there. What was the main domain registrar listed on the screenshot? So let's try to find that information here. It says domain registrar is Namecheap Inc., which is very popular. Okay, so got that one. And what was the main IP address identified for TryHackMe on the screenshot here? And we saw that here where it says current DNS record A, so it should be this one here, I believe. And let's see here. That's going to be 104.22. So let's go and type this in here. Actually, is that what it's looking for? No, it's looking for this up here. So this here is going to be the IP address. Looks like an IPv6 address. So 2606, 4700, 6 was the next one, 4700, and 10 AC. Okay, there we go. Task number 4, I'm going to talk about Abuse.ch. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Once you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell. All right, so you know every time I post a new video. As you can see here, most people that view my videos, view my channel, are not subscribed. Now, if you do subscribe, it will help me get into the YouTube algorithm so that we can continue to grow our glorious community here. As always, thank you all for taking the time to watch. Have a nice day and enjoy the video. Abuse.ch is a research project hosted by the Institute of Cybersecurity and Engineering at the Bern University of Applied Sciences in Switzerland. It was developed to identify and track malware and botnets through several operational platforms developed under the project. These platforms are the following: Malware Bazaar, Fiodo Tracker, SSL Blacklist, URL Host, ThreatFox. Let us look into these platforms individually. Now I've heard of Malware Bazaar before, not these other ones I haven't really used. Okay, so Malware Bazaar, as the name suggests, this project is an all-in-one malware collection and analysis database. The project supports the following features: so malware samples, uploads. Security analysts can upload their malware samples for analysts or analysis and build the intelligence database. This can be done through the browser or via an API. Malware hunting. Hunting for malware samples is possible through setting up alerts to match various elements such as tags, signatures, URL rules, CLAM AV signatures, and vendor detection. Cool. It sounds pretty neat here. It sounds similar to like VirusTotal or something. I guess that's what it looks like as well if you go and visit the site. This next one here, Fiodo Tracker, or whatever you want to call it. What this project, Abuse.ch, is targeting to share intelligence on botnets, command and control servers associated with Dridex, emotes, aka Hiodo, TrickBot, QuackBot, and Bazaar Loader / Bazaar Backdoor. This is achieved by providing a database on the CNC servers that security analysts can search through and investigate any suspicious IP addresses they have come across. Additionally, they provide various IP and IOC block lists and mitigation information to be used to prevent botnet infection. So it looks something like this. If you go and visit the site, looks pretty neat. So a lot of useful stuff here that you can use. Add that to your tool belt. SSL Blacklist. Abuse.ch developed this tool to identify and detect malicious SSL connections. From these connections, SSL certificates used by botnets C2 servers would be identified and updated on a deny list that is provided for use. The deny list is also used to identify JA3 fingerprints that would help detect and block malware botnet C2 communications on the TCP layer. You can browse through the SSL certificates and JA3 fingerprints list or download them to add to your deny list or threat hunting rule sets. Sounds pretty useful here, and this is what it looks like on the site. Pretty neat. Next one is URL Host. As the name points out, this tool focuses on sharing malicious URLs used for malware distribution. As an analyst, you can search through the database for domains, URLs, hashes, and file types that are suspected to be malicious and validate your investigations. The tool also provides feeds associated with country, AS number, and top-level domain that an analyst can generate based on specific search needs. Pretty interesting here. Next one is ThreatFox. With ThreatFox, security analysts can search for, share, and export indicators of compromise associated with malware. IOCs can be exported in various formats such as MISP events, Suricata, IDS rule set, domain host files, DNS response, policy zone, JSON files, and CVS files. Cool. All right, and we got some questions below. As usual, be sure to pause the video, try to answer the question yourself, then come back to the video, and we will continue on here. Okay, this first one says that we need to use ThreatFox to look up this IP address here. That's going to be the IOC, and then we need to find the alias that matches this. So let's flip over to ThreatFox and take a look around. So browse IOCs, access database, and then we can use the search syntax here. So it's going to be keyword colon, then search term, and here's a list of keywords you can use. So let's try that IOC and the IP, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, well, this is what we got here. So let's click in this. And this is malware alias Katana. Okay, so this looks like what we're needing. Let's go ahead and Control C that, and then Control V, paste it in here. Next one says, which malware is associated with the JA3 fingerprints, which is this long thing, on SSL blacklist. All right, so let's flip over there, SSL blacklist, and take a look around here. Let's see, okay, so view details. Okay, awesome. We just plug it in here, I guess. All right, DryDex, and we can click in here. So this looks like DryDex is going to be our answer for this one. Let's make sure. Yes. So DryDex. From the statistics page on URL host, what malware hosting network has an ASN number of this here? So let's copy this and then go to URL host, access the database. This looks similar to the ThreatFox. Okay, and looks like we can just plug it in here like so, I guess. And then now they want us to use the statistics page, so you have to click access data because it's not here. That's why you have to click around on all these tools if you're not familiar with them like myself. All right, so let's click statistics and then let's take a look around in here. You have to look around in here, or you can just hit Control F, Control V. There we go. So DigitalOcean is what we're looking for here. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug that answer in. Extend with the whole thing. Which country is the botnet IP address of this associated with, according to Fido Tracker? Let's go ahead and take a look. Where did I have that pulled up at? Let's see, this one here. All right. And let's take a look around. Botnet CNCs. So I'm assuming it's going to be in here somewhere. Possibly. Okay, it says IP address. So let's go and plug that in. And all right, let's go ahead and click in here. It says TrickBot. The country is going to be, and we can see the country here. It has the country code in there. If you don't know what the country code is, you can just use Google. But I know what this is going to be Georgia. So let's go ahead and plug that in. Okay. That's odd that you have to do all that just to get that information. Now, I would just use something like, I don't know, AbuseIPDB.com, right? So let's see what this comes up as. See, it gets everything in there. Look at that, right? And it has reports and everything. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Task number 5, I'm going to use PhishTool. I've already started up the VM. Before going into the task, click Start button, split view, blah, blah, blah. This task will introduce you to PhishTool that you would add to your toolkit of email analysis tools. Please take note that it would not be necessary to use it to complete this task. However, the principles learned would be helpful. Email phishing is one of the main precursors of any cyberware attack. Unsuspecting users get duped into opening and accessing malicious files and links sent to them by email as they appear to be legitimate. As a result, adversaries infect their victim systems with malware harvesting their credentials and personal data and performing other actions such as financial fraud or conducting ransomware attacks. For more information and content on phishing, check out these rooms. So check out those rooms if you want to learn more about phishing. PhishTool seeks to elevate the perception of phishing as a severe form of attack and provide a responsive means of email security. Through email analysis, security analysts can uncover email IOCs, prevent breaches, and provide forensic reports that could be used in phishing, containment, and training engagements. PhishTool has two accessible versions, Community and Enterprise. We shall mainly focus on the Community version and the core features in this task. Sign up for an account via this link to use this tool. The core features include the following: perform email analysis, heuristics intelligence, classification, and reporting. Additional features are available on the enterprise version: manage user reporting, report phishing events, report phishing email findings back to the users, and keep them engaged in the process. Email stack integration with Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. We are presented with an upload file screen from the analysis tab on the login. Here we submit our email for analysis in the stated file formats. Other tabs include the following. So you have history and you have in tray. So when you get to this page here, you'll see something like this. Okay. Then it starts going to analysis tab. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit here. All right. So eventually we're going to get to do all this here. I'm going to go ahead and read through the rest of this. So analysis tab, once uploaded, we are presented with the details of our email. For a more in-depth look, here we have the following tabs. So you have headers, receive lines, X headers, security, attachments, message URLs. We can further perform lookups and flag indicators as wishes from these options. On the right-hand side of the screen, we are presented with the plain text and source details of the email. So it's going to look something like this here, which we're talking about. Okay, it says above the plain text section, we have a resolve checkmark. Here we get to perform the resolution of our analysis by classifying the email, setting up flagged artifacts, and setting the classification codes. Once the email has been classified, the details will appear on the resolution tab of the analysis of the email. So something like this. So it says disposition and malicious and a bunch of other stuff in there. Okay. You can now add PhishTool to your list of email analysis tools. Scenario: you are a SOC analyst and have been tasked to analyze suspicious email1.eml. To solve the task, open the email using Thunderbird on the attached VM, analyze it, and answer the questions below. So go ahead and pause the video and go through this yourself, then come back to the video and we will continue on. Okay, let's take a look here. What social media platform is the attacker trying to pose as in the email? Now you can open up the email in your text editor, or you can open it up in, I guess, this Thunderbird or whatever. Anyway, so if you look at the actual email contents itself, you can see at the bottom here it says trademarks of LinkedIn. So that's what I'm going to use here. Okay. What is the sender's email address? And we can see that it came from this right here. So let's see if there's any way. There we go. Copy email address. And let's see if it lets me paste it over. Awesome. Okay. What is the recipient's email address? Well, we saw that here where it says 2. So let's do the same thing here. Copy email address. Plug it in here. Okay. Now, obviously, you're going to be analyzing this stuff in a lab environment. Okay. Don't do this on a actual production machine. Otherwise, you can risk infecting your machine or something crazy might happen. What is the originating IP address, defending the IP address? Okay. So this is where we probably need to take a look at the text information here. And let's go ahead and browse through here and see if we can find that information. We can see the center IP address is going to be this here. Center IP is the following. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Okay. Now it says we want it to defang it, so you can flip over to Cyber Chef and then look for defang, then defang IP address, drag that over to your recipe, input, Control V, there we go for the outputs. So we're going to copy that to clipboard and plug it in as our answer, like that. How many hops did the email go through to get the recipient? Now for this, you see how it says received, that's going to be the number of hops. An easy way to do this, hit Control F, and then just put in received. All right, hit find. There we go. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5 hops. Okay, where did I go wrong here? Okay, it's going to be 4 hops then. All right, so that takes care of that one. And let's see here. The next one's going to be task number 6, Cisco Talos intelligence here. IT and cybersecurity companies collect massive amounts of information that could be used for threat analysis and intelligence. Being one of those companies, Cisco assembled a large team of security practitioners called Cisco Talos to provide actionable intelligence, visibility on indicators, and protection against emerging threats. Though data collected through their products, through data collected through their products, the solution is accessible as Talos Intelligence. So Cisco Talos encompasses 6 key teams. So you have threat intelligence and interdiction, detection research, engineering and development, vulnerability research and discovery, communities, and global outreach. More information about Cisco Talos can be found on their white paper, so check that out if you're interested. Talos dashboard. Accessing the open source solution, we are first presented with a reputational lookup dashboard with a world map. This map shows an overview of email traffic with indicators of whether the emails are legitimate, spam, or malware across numerous countries. Clicking on any marker, we can see more information about associated IP address and host names, volume on the day, and the type. So if you want a bigger picture, this is what it looks like here. Okay, at the top we have several tabs that provide different types of intelligence resources. The primary tabs that an analyst would interact with are the following. So you have vulnerability information, disclosed and zero-day vulnerability reports marked with CV numbers and CVSS scores. Looks like this. Okay, pretty much self-explanatory. Reputation Center provides access to searchable threat data related to IPs and files using their SHA-256 hashes. Okay, and it looks like this. All right. And here's email and spam data. Okay. Task. Use the information gathered from inspecting the email1.eml file from task 5 to answer the following questions using Cisco Talos Intelligence. Please note that the VM attached in task 5 would not have access to the internet. And they should have explained this earlier. I'm not sure if I missed it or what, but they should have explained that earlier. So go ahead and try to answer these questions yourself, then come back to the video and we will continue on. What is the listed domain of the IP address from the previous task? So go ahead and grab that and then flip over to Cisco Talos. Let's plug it in here and see what it comes back as. All right, that's loading up. I'm going to plug it into AbuseIPDB real quick. So ISP is complete web reviews. Host name is this here. Some information there, but let's flip back over to Talos and take a look here. And we had to get the listed domain. So let's see here. There's domain. Should be this here. So let's go to Control C, Control V. What is the customer name of the IP address? And let's see where it says that. All right, I tried looking around in here for Whois, no results. So you can flip over to DomainTools website here and then use the Whois feature inside of there and just search for customer name. So it's going to be customer or just custom name. And it looks like complete web reviews is what we are looking for here. So we're going to copy and paste it over. That's also what came up in AbuseIPDB, by the way, as you can see at the ISP. So anyway, let's go ahead and plug this in. Okay, task number 7, scenario 1. Scenario, you are a SOC analyst. Several suspicious emails have been forwarded to you from other coworkers. You must obtain details from each email to triage the incidents reported. Task, use the tools and knowledge discussed throughout this room, or you can use your resources to help you analyze email 2 found in the VM, task number 5, and use the information to answer the questions below. So go ahead and pause the video once again and try to answer these questions yourself with email2.eml, then come back to the video. All right, first one, we need to find the recipient's email address in email2.eml. So you can open it up, take a look at the header information, which I'm looking at now inside of text editor. So you have the from, is this information here, and then the to, which is going to be the recipient, and that's what you need for that answer. Next one says on VirusTotal, the attached file can also be identified by a detection alias, which starts with H. And if you scroll through there, the information here, you can tell that there's a file attached right here. Okay. So what you can do is, let's go ahead and minimize this. You can go in and get the SHA-256 sum. You can run that on that particular file and grab that hash and look it up that way. So let's go ahead and try that. Control C, or copy it. You can also use Talos. So let's try Talos first. Email and spam trends, and plug it in there. Here we go. Okay, so we have a lot of information in here to look through. And then they want us to use virus total, so let's try that. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look here. Detection alias starts with an H. Okay. Now what they're looking for here is under this detection information, security vendors analysis, right? You're going to find one that starts with an H. And the one they're looking for is this here. So let's go ahead and grab that one. This question could have been worded a lot better than what they had in there. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab it and plug it in. Okay. And task number 8, scenario 2. Scenario, you are a SOC analyst. Several suspicious emails have been forwarded to you from other coworkers. You must obtain details from each email to triage the incidents reported. Use the tools and knowledge discussed throughout this room or your own resources to analyze email 3. It's on attached VM, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so go ahead. Once again, pause the video, go in, try to answer these questions yourself, then come back to the video, and we will continue on. What is the name of the attachment on email3.yml? Once again, we're going to follow a similar process as we've been doing. Okay, so once again, text editors open up, and if you scroll down enough, take a look around, you'll see that this is what they're looking for, the cells underscore receipt XLS. So let's go ahead and copy that over. Okay, what malware family is associated with the attachment? Now, once again, you can get the SHA for it as well, SHA-256, or hash for it, whatever one you want to use. So I'm going to copy this. You can also take a look at it inside of the email client here as well and see some information. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue on. So you can see it at the bottom here, the receipt, or the name of the file. Anyway, so we have the hash now, and you plug it into Talos again, so you can pull some information, and we are looking for the detection aliases information here, and you can see DryDex is mentioned a couple times inside of here, so it's probably going to be what they're looking for. You can also throw it into virus total as well, and take a look at the detection information here as what they named it as. Okay, you can take a look at the communication or community area here. You can see that's been analyzed by other products as well. In tags, it's mentioning DryDex as well as some other ones in here. Okay, so we can try DryDex to see if that's what it comes back as. Okay, so DryDex, if I can spell, there we go. Task number 9, conclusion. There's more out there. You have come to the end of the room. However, this is just the tip of the iceberg for open source threat intelligence tools that can help you as analysts triage through incidents. There are plenty of more tools that may have more functionalities than the ones discussed in this room. Check out these rooms to dive deeper into threat intelligence. So you have YAR, MISP, and Red Team Threat Intel. That's right. There's a bunch of tools out here that you can use for analyzing phishing emails. Okay, like I said, you can take a look at this one here, email header analyzer from MXtoolbox. A lot of stuff in there. There's tools at your organization that has these header information inside of it. And a lot of times, tools or vendors out there that are well known, like Proofpoint is a well known email security vendor. Mimecast is another one. Okay, so a lot of this information that we just looked at can be found inside of those tools as well. But if you don't have access to those, you'll have to do it the old fashioned way, which is like the manual analysis here as we've been doing. You can also check out that PhishTool website as well. That could be helpful. Like I said, there's plenty of tools out there you can use to help you analyze these phishing emails. All right. Anyway, so that wraps up this particular room here. Hit complete and we are done. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Have a nice day, and I will see you later.